I thought we might change the scenery for this one. Destiny is an addicting game, and I know that because I was addicted to Destiny. For a stint in time, this game was all that I would think about, day and night, eat, sleeping, breathing Destiny. It's all that was ever on my mind, and it consumed me. With addiction, however, comes burnout. I know this because I was burnt out on Destiny, and I kind of still am. And if I had to guess, I'm sure some of you guys have experienced that too, that feeling of staring at your Steam library, reluctantly opening Destiny, sitting in orbit, or aimlessly walking around the tower for 3 minutes before you ultimately just close the game. And especially now, a time where not much is happening in Destiny, and there aren't many positive things to say about Destiny, burnout is more prevalent than ever. And look, while burnout is a totally natural thing to be feeling right now, especially given the circumstances Bungie has put us under that we just talked about, it's also really important that we handle it in a healthy way. Burnout looks different on everyone, but it most commonly appears as some form of exhaustion, whether that's physical or mental or even emotional. Whenever you boot up Destiny, you might find yourself feeling apathetic towards the game, or that you have a shorter temper. These are all symptoms of burnout. Personally, I realized my own most recent stint of burnout this week when I was trying to plan out what video I was going to upload. I've bounced between 4 or 5 different ideas, including this one. Hell, I wrote 2 scripts for videos, recorded them in their entirety, began editing those projects, and then scrapped them entirely. What ultimately led me to settle on this video idea is that there's probably a few of you out there that are feeling just like I am, in that feeling of Destiny not filling the same niche that it used to, or being frustrated with Destiny, or just so many different things. So I want to take some time today to talk about that. So how do we deal with our burnout towards Destiny? Well, there's a few routes we could take. We can keep playing and keep heightening our emotions until a controller goes through the monitor, or we can come to a healthy solution. Most times I found that just taking a break from Destiny can work miracles in terms of solving your burnout. I usually start with a week where I just don't open the game, and once that week's done, I'll open it up again. If I'm still feeling that way, I'll go a little longer. I feel like a week is a good starting place for it, but for you, it could be shorter, it could be longer. That's going to be something that you just kind of have to determine for yourself and figure out, okay, how long do I need to be on sabbatical from this game before I can come back with a fresh mindset? That's also sometimes a hard choice to make because FOMO is ever present. Destiny loves removing things from its game, and the fear of missing out is always a pretty critical one. But once you just kind of bite the bullet and accept Destiny will still be there at the end of the day, Destiny will be there when you return, it just makes it a lot easier. And I feel like you come out a little stronger, a little more healthy at the end. Now look, just because we're not playing Destiny doesn't mean we're outlawed from gaming entirely. Gaming is still a great way for us to relax and unwind after a hard day or express ourselves. So let's talk about some alternative games to Destiny. These are the games that I've been playing lately while I've been sort of away from Destiny. If they work for me, I hope they would work for you because I really enjoy these games. Not sponsored, by the way, but that would be pretty cool if we were. First off, I gotta recommend the Talos Principle. This has been my favorite game that I've found all year. I think it's a little bit older, but I absolutely adore this game. It's a first... There's an airplane going over. It's going to the World Trade Center. The Talos Principle is a first-person puzzle game comparable to something like Portal 1 and 2. Difficulty-wise, this is definitely a step up from those titles, but to me, that's what makes it so enjoyable. I always feel super rewarded and fulfilled when I'm able to complete one of these levels that I've been stuck on for a night or two. So that aspect I really love. Other than that, the art direction is absolutely stunning. The mechanics are super engaging and really creative, and the story is delivered in such a unique way that I'm not even going to tell you anything about it. I'm just going to let you experience it for yourself. I strongly recommend you check out this game. Maybe it's not just you taking a break from Destiny though. Maybe you and your friends are looking for something you can all do together. Well, look no further than Content Warning. Content Warning is a multiplayer horror game in which you and your friends are content creators trying to hit a viral video. You're exploring these haunted areas with monsters in them, and you're trying to get out alive and get a viral video. I think what really makes it special is proximity chat, which if you've ever played any game with proximity chat, always just makes things more chaotic and a ton of fun. The other great thing about Content Warning is that it is a cheap game, meaning that it's going to be a cheap point of entry for you and your friends. Not a bad selling point. And of course, we can't talk about games that you play when you're not playing anything else if we're not talking about Minecraft. Now look, everybody has their 2-week Minecraft phase at one point or another, and if you're trying to get away from Destiny for a little bit, Minecraft has got a lot to keep you occupied. Works as a solo game, but honestly, I love it way more as a multiplayer game. There's a bunch of free services that can host a server for you, so I'll put some links to those in the descriptions, and maybe you want something kind of more low-key and chill to play while you're watching something or chatting with friends. Minecraft is always a great option for that. Let's get away from all the electronics for a minute, though. Let's get out here. You might just be sick of staring at your screen, and a change of scenery can work miracles. Seriously, though, go outside, touch some grass. I'm not kidding. It works. You could go for a hike, meet up with some friends for dinner, hang out at an arcade, or honestly, whatever. Just anything to get away from your desk and your chair and your screen for a little bit. I cannot undersell the value that going outside has. Finally, take care of yourself. And I know that sounds really self-explanatory and really just kind of silly for me to say, but just stick with me for a second. Burnout from Destiny is one thing, but we don't want to get burned out on life. And that burnout that you bring home from school or work or wherever can also be contributing to this burnout that you're experiencing in Destiny. Make sure you're getting your 8 hours every night. Make sure you're eating 3 healthy meals a day. Make sure you're drinking your water, staying hydrated, and do whatever you do to just unwind when you need to. Maybe that's gaming. Maybe that's doing one of the other things we talked about. Again, that's sort of a personal thing. I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you just what works for me. As we sort of wrap out this video, I just kind of want to leave you with one thought. Burnout is a really powerful force, but only if we let it be. If we take the right steps to counter it, or even prevent it from being in control in the first place, it holds nothing over us. So just remember, all this power is in your hands. It just matters what you do with it.